Oh, good morning. It feels like really good weather for migrant birds this morning, so I'm in St Lawrence. Oh, as you may be able to see, Bank End Farm. So I'm just going to take a slurp of coffee and then go and see if I can find any migrant birds, funnily enough. Let's go in a second. Hold on. I'm going to take the big camera. Ooh, just in case. Don't often take the big camera with me, which is a bit silly. But then again, I don't often see any rare birds to photograph. So today, for some reason, I feel like I need to take the camera. Oh, good. The traffic light just went green, so I can carry on. Yes, I'm walking, I know. Nice robin. So hold on a second, I'll tell you what the date is. The date is 22nd of March, 7:14 in the morning. Going to walk into the sun initially, for which I apologise, and then going to be walking into the shade, or walking away from the sun. Nice black cap up there. Always keep an eye on what the gulls are doing, because if they start going wild, it might be an osprey or white-tailed eagle or something. It's quite funny that you can say that these days. Or a red kite. 3 species subject to reintroductions. Successful reintroductions. The red kite has been a runaway success. The osprey has been pretty successful. Their populations haven't increased quite as much as red kite for biological reasons. And the white-tailed eagle is a nascent reintroduction that we don't know whether it's going to be successful or not yet. Depends on what the gamekeepers get up to. If they keep killing them, then it may not be a success. And if Sussex police keep dragging their heels and refusing to investigate, and Dorset police, they're both utterly hopeless. Well, corrupt is the word, I think. If they keep dragging their heels, then white-tailed eagles will continue to be persecuted. Quite possibly some police officers are involved in the illegal killing or covering up for their buddies. Right, go down this muddy path. Should have worn better shoes. Another black cap singing. So I'm going to walk along. This is Old Bank End Farm in St Lawrence in the Isle of Wight Undercliff, and I'm going to walk along to their pond, their cliff-top pond, see if there's anything of interest. This path is very muddy though. I should definitely have worn better shoes. This is a pain. There's a stream going down it. There wasn't a stream last time I came down here, so I'll have to try and work out when I get back to the top where it's all coming from, because it's annoying. Well, that was irritating. Make sure there's not a hoopoo on the lawn. Can't see a hoopoo. on the lawn. Chiff chaff singing. First hint of a little bit of bird migration is a chiff chaff. Go down this way. Now we're walking away from the sun. Keep your eyes open, people. Shout if you see anything or hear anything, because I might miss them. Right. So this on this side is Orchard Bay. So the blackthorn is in flower, which to my mind is always a good sign. First subalpine warbler or something. I've only ever had one subalpine warbler down on this little stretch. Going to go past where it was in a minute. That was an eastern subalpine warbler. And the blackthorn was in flower at the time. So, I figure blackthorn's in flower. So you never know, let's check Orchard Bay first. Lovely little cove here, or bay, whatever the proper word is. No waders on the beach. Feels like an easterly to me. I didn't see any sign. Did you see a sign? No. So this is a King Charles III, is it? A coastal path. And part of it's closed. Although I didn't see any sign to indicate that. Oh, siskin. Little bit of vismig in the form of... I only heard one siskin, it might have been several. Didn't see him. What a lovely day. What a lovely day. Oh, don't know what that was. Looks quite interesting, but I'm not sure what it was flying over. And there's a mallard. Blackthorn in flower. Looks like subalpine warbler habitat. Wow, look at that blackthorn. Absolute peak time to walking down here. It's beautiful. Few bumblebees. Bit early for many to be very active. Linnets going over. Can hear another chiff-chaff. So far there's a precious little sign of bird migration this morning. A little bit going over. Very few philosks, well, 2 chiff-chaffs so far. Might be forgiven for expecting a white throat or yellow wagtail going over maybe. Nothing so far. So this is where the eastern subalpine warbler was. Came down into this little area here. Just knocking around in this scrub. It's a few years ago. 5, 6 years ago maybe. Maybe a little bit longer. No, probably 5, 6 years. Going to get the camera ready just in case. Just in case something leaps out and I'm not prepared. Can hear a little grebe on the little pond. Some lambs over there. Can't see any waders on the edge of the pond. One more hen. There's some teal over there. That's nice. Just trying to sort the camera out at the moment. God. This one's ridiculous. It's better. Mallard mating. Can't see the teal, they've gone out of view unfortunately. Just as I got the camera ready. Get that coot over there. That's a new colonist. There were never coots here up until, well, within the last couple of years. Very noisy. No sign of the little grebes, but they're often really elusive in this little pond. No gargony either. Oh, there's a little grebe. See if I can get you on video. It's going over there. Oh. And there's a Chetty's warbler. Yeah, little grebes. Dived. Still underwater. Amazingly enough. Nice to hear the Chetty's warbler is still here. This pond was never this good, but in the last couple of years it's become really, really good. What's that there? One moorhen. Another moorhen. So they're doing well here as well. Yeah, the little grebe is hiding now. Wonder if I can get onto those teal through the gap along here. Possibly. Is that wren ahead of us? This ivy is too thick to see into the pond, but as you go along here it might open up a bit. Doesn't look like it though. Oh, is this a gap? Put the camera back on just in case. Yes, it is a gap. Lovely. 4 teal. Very nice. Let's go along here without disturbing them, or try to. Yeah, there's no waders on the bank. Brilliant. What a top little spot this is. It's turned into quite a nice little pond stroke wader scrape in the last couple of years. Literally the last 2 years. Is that a Chetty's warbler singing again? Never used to get Chetty's warbler down here. But now the bramble is flooded a bit. It's a lot better for that sort of thing. Lovely and peaceful, isn't it? Nobody else here. I might encounter one dog walker if I'm unlucky, but beyond that, usually don't see anybody along here. I suppose in midsummer you get a few hikers, and now it's part of the King Charles coastal path. It may become a little bit more popular, more than likely will in fact, but for now it's lovely and peaceful. No subalpine warblers there. So I think I might break cover again here. Don't want to frighten the teal off. They look very happy there. Nice long-tailed tit. One bus. There's a teal. The teal have spotted me now. Hopefully they won't fly off. They seem to be feeding still. Right, in a second we'll come to the end of this path because there's been a landslip and it hasn't been repaired yet, the path. So we're not going to be able to get any further. We're going to have to turn back in a second. Those teal are just hanging out there, they're not bothered. So I think it's just up here a bit where the path has collapsed. Find out in a second. Now, people have been walking up and down here despite the closure, so I just want to double check you can't get through. if you can, it will become a much longer walk. Hello, Mr. Lamb. Where's Mum gone? Where's Mum gone? There's Mum. Right, it's just here that the path has collapsed. And it's just here that it's blocked, I think. Yeah, maybe I can get around it. Oh dear, it really has collapsed, hasn't it? Oh dear, oh dear. Yep, that's collapsed. What do I do, people? Do I go back or do I scramble along this edge? Which other people have clearly been doing. Am I crazy enough to do this? Of course I am. Looks easy peasy lemon squeezy to me. Whoa, didn't give way under me, luckily. So the plan here is to divert the path inland a bit, I think. I think that's the only bit that collapsed. Right, now this is becoming a longer walk now. I had not intended to come along here, but now we've got beyond the collapse bit, I might as well go along here. See the way the path here has been diverted in slightly by a couple of metres. So this bit's collapsing there. At a time, I have to speed up. Basically got half hour to get back to the car. Two Dunnocks. Right, so we're coming up onto Woody Head now. And then we'll come down to Woody Bay. It's quite good for yellow wagtails up here. Usually when the cattle are around, which I don't think they have been recently. So we may see no yellow wagtails at all. Oh, what was that on the fence? Was there something on the fence ahead? Yes, there is. Black redstart. That's nice. See if I can get a photo, or video I mean, before it flies off. Try and get a better video clip. If it comes back into view. Nah. Let's carry on walking. I think it's gone along a little way. Put my glasses back on. Like I say, I haven't got very long, so unless it's something rare, I'm not going to hang around too much. He's back again, that black redstart. Let's have another go. No, it's gone again. No, I'll give up. I need to get moving. It's quite a long walk back. Here he goes, there goes a black redstart over the field. He'll be back up here in a second, once I've moved. So this is Woody Head. Cracking spot. Oh, red-legged partridge. Yeah, definitely a chucker. Not a grey. And there's Woody Bay. Can't hang around though. No Seren again this morning. Not had a Seren in the Undercliff for a couple of years myself. They get him at St Catherine's Point every year at the moment. One or two. Hopefully the next one will appear this year. Probably in these gardens or somewhere thereabouts. Which is the best way through without destroying their wall. Go this way. Squeeze through the blackthorn and ivy side. Nice house sparrows. Green woodpecker. I assume it's a green, hammering away up there somewhere. Very loud. Let's make sure these are just house sparrows. Not that just is the right word, because house sparrows are cool. And there's not that many in the Undercliff. There's a nest box here with house sparrows in it. Carrying food in there. It's amazingly loud, that woodpecker. So this is St Lawrence. Perfect place for a bird observatory. Somewhere around this part of the Undercliff. Be blooming wonderful, wouldn't it? I have put together plans for one in the past, but I'm not sure it should be the focus of my attention at the moment. Green woodpecker. Again. Chiff chaff. Put the camera back over my neck. Got to walk fast now. As if I haven't already been walking fast. Time is 7:59. I'm okay actually, I don't have to move that fast. I can slow down a little bit. Got half an hour before I need to be at the car. Wood pigeon crashing out of the tree. I'm amazed they survive. No hoopoes. No. A pair of carrion crows, but no hoopoo. What's that there? One robin. Just checking it wasn't that black redstart. Goldfinches everywhere. There's a crest, probably a fire crest. This used to be a very busy road, Undercliff Drive, but then there was a landslip, or two landslips at that end, or halfway along really, between here and Knighton, St Catherine's Point, a landslip which took out two sections of the road. And it's been closed ever since. That was about 25 years ago maybe, 25 years ago. Don't forget it'll ever be reinstated, in fact it won't ever be reinstated, that bit of road. So it's now basically a dead end, which means it carries very little traffic, which is wonderful from a birdwalk point of view. And if you live down here, it's lovely as well. I think people have got used to the lack of traffic on this road now. Loads of people live down here. It's a small town, St Lawrence, but it's only one way out. So if you get another landslip further along here, it'll be a bit problematic. I swear I just heard a yellowhammer. You don't get yellowhammers here, you do get great black-backed gulls though, as you can see there. They'll be nesting on a roof somewhere here. Don't know how many pairs of great black-backed gulls there are in the Undercliff. There's at least one pair, and I think there may only be one pair. But they have had babies, so there may be some sub-adults. Yeah, maybe some sub-adults not yet ready to nest, to breed. What's that? Is that a... There's a hummingbird hawk moth there. Oh, it's landed. See if I can get a video of it landed without disturbing it. Get a shot first. Very nice. Here it is. Probably hibernated and freshly emerged in this warmth. Just wonder if this bin will get emptied today. Doubt it, it's a Sunday. Maybe tomorrow. St Lawrence Village Hall. There's the time going. 8 minutes past 8. So I could have slowed right down on that walk. Have a chiff chaff. Feels like a bee eater day today. Maybe it's a bit early in the year. It's 22nd of March. Might be a bit early. That's cool. Hello there. So that wasn't a bad little walk, was it? Quite pleasant. Didn't see many migrant birds, but we are now getting to the time where they do start to appear. Let's go up onto Pelham. Yeah, into the time where they do start to appear now. So always worth doing the walk. This is rather lovely. Hold on. Put your back on my head so I can watch where I'm walking. Yeah, Pelham Woods Nature Reserve. Managed, I think, by Wight Nature Fund. Isle of Wight Nature Fund. This makes me feel very old going up steps like this, or steep slopes like this. Lovely lesser celandine. Beautiful. probably been 8 years since I walked along here. Somewhere I used to walk constantly. You can hear lots of, well, several blackcaps and a song thrush. Some bluebells, Spanish or English, probably Spanish. They look pretty, you know, they are English I think, or European. Yeah, they're the native ones, I think. Yeah, they are. Celandine, bluebell and primrose. Plenty of red squirrels around here throughout the undercliff in what is basically secondary woodland, sycamore woodland. Two song thrushes, three song thrushes. Such a peaceful place, St Lawrence. It's got to be one of the best undiscovered or little known birding towns in southern England. Coastal birding towns. Let's go up this way. It's beautiful. And full of birds and nature, red squirrels, red kites, white-tailed eagles flying over occasionally, the odd serin, the odd subalpine warbler, hoopooes, wall lizards, not native but cool. Those wood pigeons make it sound like we're back in Cambodia. There's lots of doves and pigeons that coo. Tell me in the comments section if you've ever been to the Isle of Wight Undercliff and if you've ever done this walk. And if you want to support the channel, there's a buymeacoffee.com link in the description below the video. And a really good way to support the channel at the moment is to watch more of my videos for longer, because I'm trying to get the watch hours up, the watch time. So basically if you watch more of my videos, that gets my channel closer to being monetized, which means I share a bit in the ad revenue that Google gets for putting adverts on YouTube videos. Pelham Woods. There's no leaflets, I assume. No, just sweet chestnuts. So this board has been produced by loads of organisations: CPRE, Hampshire and Isle of Wight Wildlife Trust. So it looks like the panel was funded by CPRE, Council for the Protection of Rural England, or Campaign to Protect Rural England it might be now. Yeah, it is, Campaign to Protect Rural England. It used to be the Council for the Protection of Rural England, but then they made it a bit more active. That's quite a passive and quite a nameful as well. So Campaign to Protect is more assertive and more positive, so I think that's a good change. Something like Campaign to Protect the Countryside might be even more succinct. Be a lot better than the horrible Countryside Alliance, which is not a nice organisation at all. It's basically a fox hunting organisation. Protects law-breaking gamekeepers, allegedly. I didn't allege that, I just saw it on Twitter. (18:08). I reckon we're going to get back to Ventnor. Actually, are there any wall lizards along this wall? Don't know if they're this far into St Lawrence. Actually they are, they're just down Bank End. This will be further west than Bank End though. Just heard something scurry, but I don't know if it's a wall lizard. It could have been a mouse. Can't see any. Maybe they've not got quite this far west. Oh, there's one. Pretty sure that was a wall lizard. Something ran in. Still not 100% sure, but it looked like a wall lizard to me. If they are here, they're in small numbers because this looks like prime habitat for them to me. They could be common lizards, of course, which would be even better. Not sure. Not sure if it's common lizard or wall lizard. It's basking on a rock, which would suggest wall lizard. Common lizards tend to be in rough grassland, in my experience. No more sign of lizards, so I think they're probably common lizards, but not sure. Anyway, get back to Ventnor Bay. Wonder if my coffee's stone cold. Probably. Take my binoculars off. And I'll see you in a minute in the bay. Smart raven there. Cheers. Right, let's have walkies up here before it's time to go in to Bestie for a cup of tea or a cup of coffee, one of the two. Cup of coffee this time of day. Oh, hang on, I've not got my cash card. Let's go and get my cash card. Can't pay without that, can I? What a mess. Or did that raven go down on the beach, or has it flown off? Flown off by the looks of it. Look out for dolphins this time of year. They might reappear anytime soon. Or anytime now, I mean. You never know. First port of call is to see if there's anything around the harbour, any wheatears or anything. This is Ventnor, by the way. So we come out of St Lawrence, which is over there in that direction. Woody Head you can see in the distance. Come out of St Lawrence and we're now in Ventnor. In case you're not a regular viewer. So yeah, the old dolphins probably should appear soon. What was it, 22nd of March? Yep, 22nd of March. Maybe a bit early still. But it's worth looking for now onwards. There we go, Ventnor. Right, are there any wheatears on the outer breakwater? Or in any of these rocks, really. Nothing popping out, nothing down there, no waders or anything. Nope. Definitely no sign of any wheatears. Hello there, I hope you're enjoying my channel. Just a quick interlude. I've written several books. For instance, Wildlife Watching Around Ventnor. Nice cover there. Bird Watching Around Ventnor. Don't know if you can see that well in the sun. Bird Watching Around Ventnor. And even how to write and publish a book on a smartphone. Now this was written on my iPhone Mini 13. The manuscript for this, and then it was edited and formatted and all the rest of it on a smartphone. So here's a book about how to do that. And I've got various other books. There are links to my books in the description below this video, and go and check them out on the online platforms if you wish to do so. And thank you very much.